All right, so let's say you only have one physical camera with two people in it. So, for instance, if I'm over here and somebody else is over here, how can I create two separate cameras in Ecamm? It's really easy. So, what you're going to do, I don't want to install system audio. Thank you. Uh, so, what you're going to do is in your camera switcher down here, you can, as you see, I have camera A and camera B. Those are placeholder cameras, and right now they're set to the same camera, same FaceTime camera. So this is what you do if you have, yeah, you essentially have two separate cameras. So camera A, what you would do is click on the little magic wand here, and that brings up the camera effects over here. And what you can do is you can go to the zoom and pan. And so what that allows you to do is take your camera and zoom it in a little bit and then move it over here so it's just, let's say, on the person on the left. And it's going to make my camera real big because I'm kind of close to the camera right now. But if we were farther out and I was back here, you could do that. And so then what you do is click on this one here for camera B, and you click zoom and pan, but you pan it the other way. And again, this is a little bit tricky to show since I'm only one one person in here. But now what you see is I have two separate cameras. One is closer to the one side of my screen and the other is closer to the other side of my screen. And so then if you take it into a scene in Ecamm, you can bring that one in over here, this one in over here, and you have two. Let me delete that one. That one. There. Oops. Nope. Just kidding. There. Now you have two separate cameras that are. Oh, you know what? Sorry, that didn't work because that was only for that scene that I was in. So that's the other good thing to note is, let me go back. So let me actually delete this. So when you make effects on the camera, it only affects the scene that you're in. So I was in this scene here. So what you want to do is, in this case, I want that same setup for all of my scenes. So you scroll to the bottom and say apply to all scenes. And I'll apply all, and that was for camera B, and then you can switch that up to camera A and apply to all scenes. Now, when I go back to build my scene here, nope, sorry. Where'd my blank scene go? I must have deleted. We'll just create a new scene, no problem. When I create a new scene, I can now drag this camera in here. You know what? That didn't work because the scene was not created. So essentially you're going to create your scene and then you can go your video effects in there, or if your scenes are created already, you can zoom and pan into that. Hopefully that makes sense. So now I zoom and pan, bring this one over here because this is going to be that side of the screen. Camera A is going to zoom and pan, and we're going to zoom and pan this side of the screen. So now you essentially have two separate videos from one video. Hopefully that makes sense. I know it's a lot, but yeah, now once you've created here, if you go to the bottom and say apply to all scenes and apply to all scenes that are already created will use those same zoom and pan. So if I go back into my single camera now, it's using the same zoom and pan that I just created. So hopefully that makes sense. If you have any other further questions, let me know.